Hello, and welcome once again to Yoga for Kids and Their Adults. My name's Tony,
My name's Zil.
and we're from Me Time LLC, a massage and yoga studio in Troy, Alabama. This program is sponsored in part by the Charles Henderson Child Health Center. They are a pediatric physician and dental office in Troy, Alabama, taking care of children from birth to age 19. They fund this through a grant that they receive from the Children's Trust Fund, whose purpose is to prevent child abuse and neglect. Welcome to Fun on the Farm. Not everybody lives on a farm, so I thought I might introduce you to my farm. And we have some goats, we've got some ponies, there's birds flying overhead, and there's cows over in the field down yonder. No chickens yet. That'll be your project on a later date. So I thought if you had the opportunity to do some yoga outside, where would you be? For me, this is my happy place. I hope you have a happy place too. It might be your backyard. Maybe it's the park. Maybe it's the playground nearby. Maybe it's a friend's house. But I hope you are able to watch this and do your yoga in your happy place. Now, the weather has been wonderful over here, so I thought we would take this opportunity to be outside in nature. So if you are ready, you're not going to need a whole lot, just a happy place to be. If you feel the need, you can have a towel or a yoga mat or a blanket that you can stand on. But really, if you're inside, you can just use bare feet on the floor if you're comfortable with that. But it's going to be a fairly easy but active session today. So if you're ready for me, are you ready? Are you ready? I guess we're ready. So let's start by working with our imagination. You got to use that gray matter in your head between your ears, okay? So if you're inside in a safe place, you can close your eyes. If you're outside in a safe place, you can close your eyes for just a moment and feel your surroundings. Out here, I've got a gentle breeze blowing in the grass. I've got the sun shining down. I've got some noises in the background from neighbors shooting things. I've got and throwing things. There we go.
And eating things.
And eating things. There we go. We might hear the goats talk to us. We might hear the ponies talk to us. What sounds are in your happy place today?
And there's birds going tweet, tweet, tweet.
Yes, there's birds flying overhead too. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So while you're listening and taking all of this in, take a nice deep breath in. Fully fill your chest with that nice air and then exhale fully. Yes? Well, then just stand on your towel, sweetheart. Okay, so breathe it. There's There's always ants everywhere. We just learn to tolerate them or get in places where they don't go. Okay? So we're going to take a nice deep breath in. Go ahead and open your eyes now. And as you breathe in, bring your arms up overhead. Reach up towards the sky. Hello, clouds. Hello, blue skies. And as we breathe out, we're going to bring our hands down to the ground. Breathe in. Bring your hands up overhead. And breathe out. Bring your hands down to the ground. What do you want to guide them through? You want to tell them to do something?
Yeah.
Okay, what?
If you're at nighttime and you're doing this thing, then you say hello, moon.
That's right. Would
and
say
hello, stars.
that's right.
And there's just a moon here and blue skies and clouds.
That's right. They're really getting a good picture. Why don't you go ahead on your towel over here and let's try breathing again. Okay? So breathe in, bring your arms up overhead, reach for the sky. And breathe out and bring your hands down to the ground. Hello, grass. Hello, insects. Hello, dirt. One more time. Breathe in, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Go ahead and hang out here for a moment. Take 1 or 2 breaths. And when you're ready, bend your knees, arch your back, and slowly pulling from the hips, stack one backbone on top of the other until you're back to standing upright. Wonderful. How are you feeling? You're ready to move and be in nature? Looks like our players all decided to back out. So let us really take advantage of all this natural scenery. One of the things that I see, you might not be able to see here, is there's lots of trees, and that's what's giving us shade here. So do you remember how to do tree pose? Very good. Everybody shift your weight over to your left foot. Lift your right. Bring your right foot to the inside of your left leg. It can be up on your thigh. It can be down on your calf. Get your right foot out of there. Get your head out of there. No. Stand up with me. Come on. Keep your balance. You can bring your hands to prayer at your heart center, or you can lift them all the way up to the sky, being tall as a tree. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Exhale, bring your hands back down, put your foot back down, and go ahead and shake out your feet.
Mommy?
Yes?
How about let's test the going down project to see if we're strong enough?
Well, we'll test that in just a minute. Right now, I want to give us a nice, good tree pose, okay? This time, shift your weight. It's okay. That's just one little ant. It's okay. It's going to walk right across. All right, so from here, shift your weight over to the right. Lift your left foot, put it on the inside of your right foot. Bring your hands to heart center. And then, if you're ready, lift them skyward. And you are nice and tall like a tree. How does that feel? Can you feel the breeze blowing? It's amazing. One more breath, and on your exhale, go ahead and bring your hands back down. Go ahead and bring your foot back down and shake out your feet. What you doing? Don't kill the ant. Look, just flick it off. There you go. See? Look. Ants live out here. We're invading their home right now. All right, so now, out in the distance, even though the sun is up, we can see the moon. And it's kind of a crescent shape, isn't it? Where is it? Do you see it? It's up there. Kind of looks like a crescent. Do you know how to do the crescent pose? I'll stand over here. Put your feet under your hips. Bring your arms up overhead, straight up to the sky.
This is just like C.
That's a C, yes. Now, bring your hips over to the right and your hands over to the left. And you are in a crescent. It's a nice stretch all the way down your side. That's right, crescent starts with C. One more breath, and then bring your hands all the way back up, straighten up, and then bring your hips to the left and your hands to the right. Yes, crescents look like a C too. They start with a C and look like a C. One more breath. And then with your next inhale, reach all the way up towards the sky, straightening and lengthening your body. And exhale and bring your hands down to the ground. Down to the ground. All the way down to the ground. Some of you might have a helper like I do. And that can be just a whole lot of fun. It could be calm. It could be chaos. It just depends on the day. All right, go ahead and bend your knees. Roll up your back until you're back to standing upright. Wonderful. So we've done the tree. We've done the crescent. So did you see the eagle flying overhead? Do you know how to do the eagle pose? Come on, stand up. Stand up right next to me. On your towel. On your towel. There we go. So you're going to shift your weight to your left foot. Wrap your right leg around your left. Bring your left arm up and wrap your right arm around.
So difficult, I can't even do it.
This is another wonderful balancing pose. Everything in nature exists in a balance.
I can't even do it.
That's okay, just try. If you can't do it balancing on one foot, bring the toes of your other foot down. Okay? That way it's a little easier. There you go. One more breath, and then slowly unwind. Bring your other foot down on the ground and kind of shake everything up. Can you shake everything up? I can shake everything up. Are you ready for the other side? Okay, so we're going to shift our weight over to the right leg. Wrap our left leg around the right.
Mommy, there was an ant on you.
That's okay.
There was.
It's not going to hurt me. It might bite me, but that's just one of those wonderful things of living in Alabama. Fire ants are a thing. All right, so our...
Oh, it's on your
Where?
foot.
Oh, it's a fly, sweetheart. It's a mosquito. When you're outside, there are bugs. So shift your weight to your right. Wrap your left leg around your right. If you're having trouble balancing, you can always just stick your toes on the ground. Now, outside, the ground's a little uneven, so I would recommend this. Okay? So we have our weight on our right foot. We can bring our right arm up, wrap our left arm around it, and we're in eagle pose.
It's not that.
Just wrap around. It's okay. Just give it a try. Maybe you...
Every time
No one can get this on their first time. That's okay. You're doing great. Look at that. Just cross your arms like that. That's great. One more breath, and then slowly unwrap. Bring your feet down and go ahead and shake everything out. Can you shake everything out? Shake it all out.
boys can do eagle pose.
Yes, they can. I'll show you in a little bit, okay? So we did tree pose, we did crescent pose, we did eagle pose. What else is normally out here with us? Bugs. Do you know a bug pose?
No.
I know a butterfly pose. You want to try it? Okay, everybody come to sitting. Bring your bottom to the ground. There we go. Now sit on your... Sit. Okay, now bring your feet bottom to bottom.
Good job.
Yes, good job. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Bring your hands to your ankles. And this is called the bound angle pose. But you add a little flap to it and suddenly it becomes a butterfly pose. It's a butterfly pose. Oh, look, there's a plane. Flying straight over to the moon, it looks like. Little butterfly pose. How you feeling over there? Can you feel the butterflies?
Maybe we can do a rocket ship pose.
A rocket ship pose.
It gone past the moon.
It went past the moon?
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
I see. Yeah.
that's still the same one.
It is, isn't it?
Look how light.
So in addition to butterfly pose,
Look how fast it's going.
there's also a beetle pose. Did you know that?
No.
You might know it as
I don't
child's pose. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up onto our knees. Okay? No, on your towel. There we go. And bring your head down and your hands out and see if you can rest your head on the ground. This is a child's pose. A little modified for the terrain, but child's pose. There we go. How you doing? And you know what? We mentioned our cows out here, right? Let's go ahead up to our tabletop, okay? That's your hands on the ground. They're right under your shoulders. Your knees are right under your hips. Now, a cow pose has you sinking your back down, rolling your hips up, and lifting your head like a cow. They have that nice little sway back. What? Yeah, that's the sound a cow makes. Can you make a sound that the cow makes? No, don't climb. Don't climb. What kind of sound does a cow make? Moo. Moo. That's right. Moo. All right. So the opposite of the cat, or the cow, is the cat. And the cat, when it gets angry, if you've had cats, you know what happens. They arch their back up, they tuck their tail down, and they stick their head down. Let's see if we can move between them, okay? So we have the cat, sink your back, look up, stick your bottom up, that's the cow. And now do the opposite. Bring your head down, bring your bottom down, and bring your back up. And this is the cat. Let's do that a couple more times. Down to the cow, up to the cat, down to the cow, Up to the cat. Excellent. Let's go ahead and come back to our knees. And this is called hero's pose. Hero. Do you have a hero? What's that? Oh, Superman. Superman's his hero. Well, I think the everyday hero would be the farmer because they grow all the food that we eat. So absolutely, hero's pose can be a farm pose.
And we are farmers, so we are heroes.
In a way, yeah. That's right. So let us bring about our little doggy. Every good farm has a dog, right?
Not if you buy one.
Not if you bought one? Well, right now our dogs are hiding. So,
In the
why don't...
woods?
No, they're hiding inside. Why don't we try to bring them out by doing the downward facing dog? Can you do that? Oh, that's a good one. Just bring your head in a line. Stick your bottom up. There we go. In one straight line from your hips to your feet. Very good. Can you do that on your towel? There we go. So I'm going to put your hands on the ground. Tuck your toes up under. And see if you can lift your hips up and straighten up between your head and your hips.
And your child.
And your hips to your toes.
And your child.
And your child, if they decide to crawl up under you. No tickles. No tickles. All right, so around all good farmhouses, there's all sorts of old wood. We might call them a plank. Get on your towel, please. So we're going to go from the downward facing dog to the plank by lowering our hips and keeping our head in a straight line with our heels. So let's try that. Go up to the downward facing dog and down to the plank. Up to the downward facing dog and down to the plank. One more time. Up to the downward facing dog and down to the plank. When you're ready, go ahead and lower your knees and sit back on your heels and bring your hands out in front of you for a nice child's pose, a good stretch. And there might be a little tickle monster in front of you. When you're ready, come on up. Let's have a seat in our nice little crisscross applesauce or easy pose. Sit right there. Sit right there. Oh, we have a double seat here. All right. So now that we've moved, we have to engage our mind, and we're going to do that by imagining what your farm might look like. Maybe when you get a little older and have a farm of your own, what would you have there? Would you have ponies and cows
And chickens.
and chickens and goats
And ponies.
and ponies? Yes, of course.
And shirts and a
I'm not sure shirts grow on a farm, but cotton does. Excuse me. And
How does cotton go on the farm?
cotton grows in plants with little white tufts as part of the flower. They are beautiful. And when you drive around the area in the fall, you can see little white puffs all around in the fields. Looks kind of like Alabama snow. All right, so come, sit down. Sit. Imagine what it would look like on your farm. Maybe you want to have a nice corn farm, a cotton farm. Maybe you'll have all sorts of vegetables and fruit. Maybe you'll have all sorts of pecan trees or fruit trees.
Mommy,
Yes.
well, could we make cotton so we can make cotton shirts?
Yes, we could grow cotton and make cotton shirts. That right? Or cotton towels.
Or cotton mask.
Sure, absolutely. We could have all sorts of cotton things. Go ahead, sit down. Sit. So what would your farm look like when you get your farm? Imagine that in your mind, and I want you to take your right hand and place it on your chest. Can you do that? Can you put your right hand on your chest, your left hand on your belly? And I want you to feel as you're breathing? What is moving?
Nothing.
Well, take a breath. Take a look. Oh, your chest is moving up. How about your belly? Is it moving at all? On your belly.
Nope.
It should be moving out and in. So in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, to close, I would like to leave us with a little imagination exercise. Are you ready? Okay, imagine that you are a farm. If you want to, you can leave your hands where they are or put them in your lap. Imagine that you are a farm. The sun is rising in the east. The dew is settling on all the leaves. And the animals are just waking up. What animals do you have? Don't say it. Just imagine. Use your imagination. The sun is going higher in the sky and it's getting warm. What kind of activities are going on in your farm? As the sun passes overhead, it's high noon, and the heat of the day begins. How does it feel on your farm?
And now it's nighttime.
And then the sun passes overhead,
And now,
continues off into the west,
and now it's nighttime.
and it sets beautiful colors in the sky.
And when it's this,
What colors do you see in sunsets?
and when the sun is this low, like through the earth to outer space that low, it's nighttime.
That's right. So what colors are in your sunset? And then finally the sun dips down beyond the horizon, and it could be out in outer space or under the world.
Under outer space.
Under outer space. Okay. And what color is the sky? Well, if the sun is down and it's nighttime, what color does the sky look like?
Black.
Black. And what do you see up there? And all that blackness up there in the sky?
Stars and the moon, which is
Stars and the moon? What do they look like? Little pinpoints of light. Or a little crescent up in the sky.
a tiny bit.
And with this, the farm says good night. So I thank you for joining me once again for Yoga for Kids and Their Adults. My name's Tony,
My name's Zeus.
and we're from Me Time LLC. This program is sponsored in part by the Charles Henderson Child Health Center. Hold on.
Good job.
Yes, good job. They are a pediatric physician and dental office in Troy, Alabama, taking care of kids from birth to age 19. They fund this program through a grant that they get from the Children's Trust Fund, whose purpose is to prevent child abuse and neglect. I hope you enjoyed our Fun on the Farm adventure with Yoga for Kids and Their Adults. I hope you tune in again next time, and we might be at another interesting place. So until then, the light in me recognizes and is grateful for the light in each and every one of you. Namaste.